Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, dogs, and cats. Welcome back to Calm Down Level Up. Today we're here again, holy shit, welcome back to AI only annexes, no factions, Millennium Chaos, Millennium Dawn series. Jeez, I think that's all of them. Oh my god, the Russians finally annexed Mongolia. Do you know how long that's been happening? It's insane. They finally did it. Congratulations, Russia. Jeez. Anyways, boys, welcome back. The Iraq war is going pretty heavily, and it's probably not going to end for a while, and here's why. I just want to point out 211,000 convoys for Iraq. So I guess they probably all have that many convoys, yeah, because of the mod. Anyways, Iraq has quite a big army. The army is not in the best of shape, but they have a lot of tanks. They can still provide for themselves. Now, the Arabian army does not have access through America, but America has access through Arabia. So these Arabian divisions are going to start dying really fast, and they're not going to be effective at all. So most of these Arabian divisions in here are going to die extremely quickly. Now the question is if the Americans can keep this up. We'll see. They usually do. The Ukrainian state declared war on Novorossiya. So the Ukraine is continuing to clean up over here in Eastern Europe. More Slavs under their control, and that is over very quickly. Ukraine is finally united in full Ukraine once again. Oh, and finally Quebec annexed New England as well. So that's been going on for a long time. Congratulations, Quebec, you actually did it. Now you can prepare for the Canadians that are going to declare war on you in about 100 days. Uh-oh. The Mexicans. They made a successful push. It's only one province, but that shows that the Mexicans are capable. And look, they've pushed into Texas as well. And this is what I was saying, like, the thinner the line that the Americans get, the easier it is for the Mexicans, because the Mexicans have a much larger army, so they can supply, or they can man a longer border. Here's the war between Brazil and Argentina. It looks like Brazil is absolutely destroying Argentina so far. Brazil has 203 divisions, where Argentina has... Actually, hold on. Argentina has 57, so 4-1 outnumbering Argentinians, the Brazilians do. Now, they're already extremely close to the capital. They've captured Uruguay. They've pushed through most of Paraguay. They've pushed through Bolivia, except I guess they probably already had Bolivia. Yeah, they did. And they are pretty much on their way to crushing Argentina. Oh, and look at that, Niger... The one that declared the war against Nigeria. Actually, no, Nigeria declared the war against Niger. And they actually did it. Nigeria has won their war against Niger. Nigeria best Niger. There are less and less and less countries in Africa every time we come back here. And as you can see, there's going to be one less. Ethiopia is actually streamlining their victory against Tanzania now. It is no longer stalemating. Ethiopia has captured all of Kenya, all of Somalia, and now they're pushing into South Sudan. And pretty soon, they will be into the core of Tanzania. Another event that's going on in Africa is going to involve Angola, of course, which is probably the strongest country in Africa at this moment. But they have a little feud here with South Africa, and as you can see, Angola wants to get rid of them. So we are going to see a war between South Africa and Angola. Now, South Africa is actually making claims on Tanzania right now. So if Tanzania doesn't die beforehand... South Africa could get themselves technically in war against two countries. But Tanzania will probably die before South Africa is even able to declare the war, because it's going to be in 100 days. And Ethiopia is just flying in. Their capital is right here. This war in Europe, the French versus Spain and Italy, is still going. It's been going for a long time. And it hasn't really moved in a while. It's mostly stalemated. The Italian army is, for the most part, destroyed. They have no equipment. And the Spanish army has pulled out of France and is now redefending Spain. Look at how many tanks France have. That's almost entirely their whole army is just tank divisions. Now, a lot of these tank divisions aren't very well equipped either. Same for Spain. No one has that great of equipment right now. Okay, here's a big one, boys. Ukraine is actually justifying on Yugoslavia. Who will be the king of the Slavs? We got 3 of them right now. We got Yugoslavia, we got Ukraine, and we got Russia. Actually, technically, we have Poland, who is also a Slav, as well as the Czechs. So there are more Slavic countries that are around, but they're the biggest ones around here. I guess there's probably 4 contenders for the biggest Slav. But right now, Yugoslavia is actually justifying against Bulgaria, and they will be there in about 80 days. Ukraine is justifying on them, and will, oh god. It looks like Ukraine will actually declare war on Yugoslavia before Yugoslavia declares war on Bulgaria. So that means that Yugoslavia will probably be stupid and declare war on Bulgaria at the same time. I don't think I see a very bright future for Yugoslavia, boys. Serbia has 23 divisions. Oh, look at that. Bulgaria just pumped out a ton more. 25. Bulgaria has more divisions now than Yugoslavia. Before, Bulgaria only had about 8 divisions. And Ukraine up here has a lot, 57. So it looks like Yugoslavia might end up getting double-teamed by Bulgaria and Ukraine. This could mean that Ukraine might unite their Slovenia with their Hungary and Slovakian provinces. I am excited to see what the peace deal would be like. Oh, and look at this. The Polish are actually on the move in Austria, even though it is hard pushing through the Alps. Looks like the Austrians, for the most part, all their divisions have died? 1 division for Austria? Yes, Austria has completely capitulated their army. So, I mean, Poland has completely capitulated Austria's army, so it looks like Poland, all they'd have to do is just walk over to Vienna, and Austria would be dead. Senegal is embroiled in a conflict against Algeria, and it looks like Algerian war on Senegal. So Algeria actually declared the war, and it looks like Senegal has been pushing Algeria back. But as you can see, it's very hard to fight out here in the desert, so neither army is doing very well, especially these Senegalese troops who are encircled out in the Sahara. Not the best place to be encircled. Algeria has 0 manpower, though. Oh, look at that. Ethiopia has annexed fully Tanzania. So there's 2 countries with the same purple. I'd like that to go away, so maybe Angola can help out with that. Back to the future, Angola versus South African War. Angola has 91 divisions. South Africa has 56. I think South Africa's divisions are probably better, but I'm not too sure. Guinea has declared war on the state of Sierra Leone. And I think Nigeria is justifying on Guinea. Yes, it is. Why didn't you have troops on the Sierra Leone border? Look, they have divisions. Sierra Leone isn't going to give up without a fight. Oh, look at that. They took their capital, too. It could be over for Guinea because I don't think Guinea has cores on any of this stuff. Sierra Leone captures too much of their core provinces. Guinea could capitulate just like that, and then this all could become Sierra Leone. The Korean state took 5 states. Korea DPR was annexed. So, look at that. Seoul is the new capital of Korea. South Korea won the Civil War. Congratulations. There goes Canada declaring war on Quebec. Reconquista. So many Canadian divisions. So little Quebec divisions. This guy's running as fast as he can, but this guy's going to get encircled, looks like. Well, Canadians did a naval invasion into Quebec City. Quebec City is now Canadian again. Quebec is not going to last very long, and that means New England is going to go to Canada. And there it goes, boys. Ukraine has finally declared war on Yugoslavia. Now let's see if Yugoslavia is actually dumb enough to declare war on Bulgaria as well. And if they do, I would love to see what the peace deal ends up being, where Bulgaria and Ukraine have to split Yugoslavia. Quebec was already annexed. That was only a couple days. Rest in peace, Quebec. And there goes Austria as well. Austria is now gone. That means Poland has gone all the way down to Italy because they technically have Lombardy as well. So Poland is doing extremely well in this game. Yugoslavia is having victories in Slovenia. They are capturing it. They have a few tank divisions down here. And it looks like it's France! Bad France! No! That's not okay. France just nuked Venice. The beautiful city of Venice has just been nuked. But Angola has declared war on South Africa too. So France has shown that it is not scared to use its nukes. It is now building a new one. It must have just gotten nuclear technology. And they did it. Bulgaria is now in the war. And they're racing across the Yugoslavian border. You had a nice little run. You did really well, actually. Better than I would have expected you to do. Guinea was annexed into Sierra Leone. Guinea, that was the dumbest move I've ever seen. But now Nigeria is, instead of justifying on Guinea, they're justifying on Sierra Leone. So this will probably all become Nigeria in a little while. The Portuguese state declared war on the Spanish state. This might end the war quickly. Look at how many divisions Portugal has. So, yeah, France is looking like they're actually going to have a victory here. It was almost looking like France was going to get squashed a while ago in between Spain and Italy. But now that Spain is going to get destroyed by Portugal, and the French armies are just absolutely destroying the Italian armies over here, it looks like it might end pretty soon. Wow, there are Spanish divisions that are encircled. Portugal has so quickly taken almost half of the Iberian Peninsula already. There is almost no resistance. Portugal is just racing across. They're on they're probably on hard attack. So Yugoslavia is putting up a bigger fight than I thought they would. And actually, the Yugoslavian army is far better equipped than the Ukraine army along the Slovakian border. I know what I said earlier was quite harsh against Yugoslavia, but they're doing extremely well right now. Oh my goodness, look. France and Portugal have finally annexed Spain. Most of Iberia has gone to Portugal, but it looks like it was, for the most part, half and half, if you don't count the original Portuguese territories. But now France can focus Italy. All these divisions are going to go over to Italy, and Italy is absolutely screwed. Yep, they're already attacking. They're already pushing in. But how long will it be until we see a war between Portugal and France? That probably won't be too long into the future. But anyways, the Yugoslavian troops over here are actually doing better than Ukraine. And if Slovakia gets cut off from the rest of Ukraine and all of these divisions in Slovakia get killed off, we could see the death of the Ukraine by Yugoslav hands. And there's another nuke. Taranto has been nuked by the French. A little bit overdone, France. I'm sure the people of Taranto really did not deserve to be nuked, as well as the people of Venice. But you know, it is war. All is fair in love and war, I guess. So Yugoslavia has been able to pump out now 59 divisions. Before they had in the 20s. And Italy has surrendered. Italy has been annexed by the French. Finally, the French war is over. Ecuador has declared war on Peru, by the way, as well as the UK declaring war on Scotland. The majority of Europe is now in the hands of a few, which is pretty crazy. It has not looked like this in a long time. So now France is actually still... oh, the Moroccan state is justifying war goals against France now, because it looks like France took those city-states that Morocco claims. Oh, and look at that. Australia was annexed into Indonesia. Indonesia actually did it. They actually invaded Australia and took it over. Almost never seen the AI successfully do that. The polls are now justifying on Luxembourg, by the way. But anyways, boys, thank you so much for watching this episode. If you liked this episode, make sure to leave a like, favorite, and subscribe if you guys are new. I think I'm gonna do a poll of which of your favorite Slavic nations is gonna come out on top. Who you think is going to win this war? The Poles, Yugoslavians, or Ukraine? Because one of these three will most likely become the dominant force in the Balkans. We're gonna leave Russia out because Russia, I mean, they are already huge in OP. So make sure to go vote if you think Poland, Yugoslavia, or Ukraine will be the dominant Slavic force in the region. And I will see you guys all next time. Peace!